the legacy of a warrior king. Shaka Kona, commonly known as Shaka Zulu, remains one of the most iconic and controversial figures in African history. As the leader of the Zulu kingdom from 1816 to 1828, Shaka revolutionized military strategy, united a fractured people, and left a legacy that resonates across the African continent. His reign was marked by both visionary leadership and ruthless ambition, and his story is one of transformation, resilience, and the rise of a mighty kingdom in southern Africa. Shaka was born around 1787 to Senzangakona, a minor Zulu chief, and Nandi, a woman of the Langeni clan. Their union was not formally recognized, which rendered Shaka illegitimate in the eyes of his community. This status shaped his early life, as he and his mother faced humiliation and rejection after being exiled from the Zulu clan. The pair sought refuge with the Mthethwa people under the leadership of Chief Dingiswayo, who would later play a pivotal role in Shaka's rise to power. Despite the hardships of his youth, Shaka exhibited remarkable resilience. He grew into a formidable warrior, serving in Dingiswayo's army and learning valuable lessons in military organization and leadership. His experiences during this time laid the foundation for his later military innovations and political strategies. In 1816, Shaka ascended to power after the death of his father, Senzangakona. With the support of Dingiswayo and the Mthethwa army, Shaka defeated his half-brothers and secured his position as the leader of the Zulu clan. At this point, the Zulu were a relatively small and insignificant group among many in southern Africa. However, under Shaka's leadership, the Zulu would transform into a powerful and centralized kingdom. Shaka's ascent was driven by his extraordinary ability to inspire loyalty, implement bold reforms, and impose discipline. His vision extended beyond mere survival. He sought to unite the fragmented clans of the region into a cohesive and formidable nation. One of Shaka's most enduring legacies is his transformation of Zulu warfare. At the time, battles between clans were largely ceremonial, involving minimal casualties and serving primarily as a show of strength. Shaka discarded these traditions in favor of more aggressive and efficient tactics. Shaka is credited with introducing the Kilwa, a short stabbing spear that replaced the traditional long throwing spear. The Ikulwa allowed warriors to engage in close combat, emphasizing hand-to-hand fighting over ranged attacks. He also introduced the large cowhide shield, which provided greater protection and allowed warriors to form tight defensive formations. Shaka's most famous tactical innovation was the Horns of the Buffalo formation. This strategy involved three main groups: the Chet, which engaged the enemy head-on, the Horns, which encircled and attacked from the sides, and the Loins, a reserve force that could exploit weaknesses or reinforce the front lines. This method proved devastatingly effective and enabled the Zulu to overwhelm their adversaries. Shaka's army was known for its rigorous discipline and intensive training. Warriors were required to endure long marches without rest, often barefoot over harsh terrain. Those who failed to meet Shaka's high standards were expelled from the ranks. This level of discipline made the Zulu army one of the most efficient and feared military forces in Africa. Shaka's conquests coincided with the Mfecane, or Difficane, a period of widespread chaos and displacement in southern Africa during the early 19th century. The causes of the Mfecane are complex and include environmental pressures, European expansion, and internal power struggles. However, Shaka's aggressive campaigns were a significant contributing factor. Through a combination of warfare and diplomacy, Shaka expanded the Zulu kingdom's territory, absorbing smaller clans and displacing others. While some clans chose to align themselves with Shaka, others were forced to flee, leading to massive migrations and the formation of new polities elsewhere in southern Africa. The Mfecane reshaped the political landscape of the region, creating new opportunities for some while bringing devastation to others. By the mid-1820s, Shaka had transformed the Zulu into a dominant regional power. His kingdom stretched from the Tugela River in the south to the Pongola River in the north, encompassing a population of hundreds of thousands. The Zulu kingdom was characterized by centralized governance, with Shaka wielding absolute authority over his subjects. Shaka's leadership style was both visionary and authoritarian. He introduced policies to ensure loyalty and control, including a ban on marriage for his warriors, which he believed would keep them focused on their military duties. He also maintained strict social hierarchies and used fear as a tool to maintain order. As Shaka's power grew, so too did the challenges to his authority. His aggressive policies, coupled with his increasingly erratic behavior following the death of his mother Nandi in 1827, alienated many of his supporters. Shaka's mourning for his mother was marked by extreme measures, including the prohibition of farming and the execution of those who disobeyed his orders. These actions fueled resentment among the Zulu people. In 1828, Shaka was assassinated by his half-brothers Dingaan and Mlangana, who conspired with some of his closest advisors. Shaka's death marked the end of his reign, but his legacy lived on. The Zulu kingdom continued to play a significant role in Southern African history, particularly during the Anglo-Zulu War of 1879. Shaka's impact on African history is profound. He is remembered as a military genius who reshaped the nature of warfare in Southern Africa, and as a unifying leader who laid the foundations for the Zulu kingdom's prominence. However, Shaka's legacy is also a subject of debate. Critics argue that his methods were excessively brutal and that his policies contributed to the suffering of countless people during the Vhakane. Supporters, on the other hand, view him as a visionary leader who sought to empower his people and protect them from external threats. Shaka Zulu's life is a testament to the power of vision and determination. From his humble beginnings as an outcast, he rose to become one of Africa's most formidable leaders, leaving an indelible mark on history. Shaka's innovations in warfare, his efforts to unite a fractured people, and his enduring influence on African culture and identity make him a figure of enduring significance. While his reign was not without controversy, Shaka's legacy remains a powerful reminder of the complexities and triumphs of leadership in the face of adversity.